We're also tracking some breaking news out of Ada County tonight. This morning, Bryan Kohberger pleaded guilty to the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. We have team coverage tonight. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy and Shannon Mowdy are getting reaction and some perspective on Kohberger's change of plea. We start, though, with KREM 2's Amanda Rowley, who went to Boise and was in the courtroom for today's hearing. Amanda?
This plea hearing in the Moscow murder case caught us all by surprise. Even when we learned Bryan Kohberger was expected to enter a guilty plea, we really didn't know what to expect in Ada County court today. Ultimately, he admitted to killing the 4 University of Idaho students. A courtroom on edge, anticipating Bryan Kohberger's admission of guilt for the murder of Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin.
Did you, on November 13th, 2022, enter the residence at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho, with the intent to commit the felony crime of murder?
Yes.
Kohberger sat before the Ada County judge and the students' families, pleading guilty to all charges against him. 1 count of burglary and 4 counts of murder.
Did you, on November 13th, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, kill and murder Madison Mogen, a human being?
Yes.
And did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, and with premeditation and malice of forethought?
Yes.
Did you, on or about that same date in Moscow, Idaho, kill and murder Kaylee Gonsalves, a human being?
Yes.
And did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, and with premeditation and malice of forethought?
Yes.
And did you, on that same date in Moscow, Idaho, kill and murder Xana Kernodle, a human being?
Yes.
And did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and malice of forethought?
Yes.
And then on or about November 13th, 2022, again in Latah County, Idaho, did you kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being?
Yes.
The Latah County prosecutors summarized the evidence the state would have presented in trial, including several new details about the night of the crime in November 2022.
The defendant entered the residence of 1122 through the kitchen sliding door on the back side of the residence, which is the side of the residence that would face the area above where the defendant's car was parked.
The prosecutor says Kohberger went straight to the 3rd floor bedroom of the King Road home, confronting Maddie and Kaylee. He says that's where the knife sheath with Kohberger's DNA was left behind. The murder weapon still hasn't been found.
Mr. Kohberger entered the residence at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho. He did that with the intent to kill.
The state says he didn't go home right away, but once he did, they found this evidence on his phone.
He took a selfie of himself on his phone in what appears to be the bathroom of his Pullman apartment with a thumbs up.
The judge accepted Kohberger's guilty plea. He now faces a life sentence in prison. The judge will rule on his punishment at the sentencing hearing set for July 23rd. That is when the families get to share their impact statements. Attorneys are confident that hearing will conclude the same day. In the courtroom this morning, I sat right behind Kohberger's family. I saw his father a few times wipe his eyes and otherwise holding his wife in his arms. When I looked across the courtroom, the victims' families kept their focus straight forward, as though they were letting the guilty pleas set in and processing what was happening in that hearing. Reporting in Boise, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.